was actually a realtor referral. I am armed with a number of different weapons. I definitely have repairs. I definitely have a low appraisal. I went down to the recorder's site and I started looking through the various items that were recorded. There was actually 3 refinances, and I could see that the assignments were shoddy at best. And the reason why I knew that is because the one it was assigned to was a totally different name than that was actually outlined in the assignment, which kind of sent up a red flag to me. Am I a lawyer? No. Did it look fishy? Yes. Did I point it out to them? Yeah. Is it really, not good? I have no idea, but it works in my negotiations.
We bought this house with a private lender that funded about half of it. I funded the other half. My brother bought the property into his company name. We do have one mortgage that's recorded, which is our other private lender. My mortgage is actually not recorded because it's my brother, but I do have a note written up for the money that I have invested in this property. This is actually the first time I've physically seen the property, but I saw the pictures. This is classic rehab for us. All of our properties look this way. We have, buckets of paint that's the same color. Right. We have, the boards we buy in bulk. This flooring we buy in bulk. We buy stuff in bulk when we can, if it's a good deal. And then we stage stuff. So all the stuff that's upstairs that's staged, we bought a couple $1,000s worth of furniture that we move around. We outsource roofs, we outsource windows, we outsource HVAC, we outsource mold remediation. Bought this thing for about, I think it was 50, put in about 30, or into it for 80, have it sold for 120, 125. We'll net 30 to 35. Our private lender will probably make about 5. $30,000, $35,000 left over. My brother will do a 60-40 split. Right. Another rehab in the works.
Worked with Derek and Josh here for a long time. Honestly, I'm privileged to let Derek handle all my short sale stuff because I just don't have the patience for it. But when I do a BPO on a property, which means broker price opinion, there's certain things that I look at and certain things that I have to do. I don't compare properties that are neighboring properties. I compare similar properties. So I look at the properties that are at the bottom end of the spectrum here, and I try to fit my property and I try to see where I think it is compared to the ones that sold, the quality of those sold properties. And you can see, even though the average in that sold price range is $71 a square foot. It goes from a low of 37 up to a high of 95. So there's all kind of room in there. The truth is, I want it to be, from the sale perspective, I want it to be as low on that rung as possible. Because again, if I'm going to turn the property quickly, it has to be low. This house obviously doesn't compare to a house that somebody lives in.
Right.
I turned in a list price of $84,900. The appraiser is a little higher than me, but they'll probably go with me. I think the appraiser's at $89,000. So calculating what I see needs to be done in this house, the repairs that need to be done, my rule of thumb is that I calculate the repairs, I overdo it a little bit. You know, if I think the roof's going to be $8,000, I'll give it $9,000.
Right.
So I have to lay out all those costs of everything that I think needs to be done here to put the house back to average condition. That's what the bank wants. I fluff that up a little bit, and then I build in $10,000. Because that's what I tell my investors they should expect to make minimum on every sale in this market. If you get into this business thinking that you're going to make 40 or 50 grand every flip, it's not going to happen.
Amen. That's right.
So understand you'll make some mistakes, you'll miss some things. If you can get out of there with 10 grand, 15 grand at the best, move on to the next one. If you can do that 6, 7, 8 times a year, you do pretty well. You make a good living.